vitamins and minerals into your body. So you got to have right intention, good focus with that, so you're making sure that you're making it bigger and brighter to make some changes in your overall health. You got to look at making it burn. You got to look at, okay, do I have a health condition right now? Is my body more acidic to where I'm having osteoporosis and they want to give you hormone replacement therapy, or they say you need more calcium? If your blood sugar is too high, if your pH is too high, it actually causes your insulin to secrete calcium and magnesium, so you're losing it through your urine. So you need to make sure that your body chemistry is properly balanced. You got to have natural foods, you got a proper nerve supply, and then you got to look at your air quality. If you exercise, are you getting more oxygen in your body or decreased oxygen? So exercise is a great way to increase the oxygen uptake in your body. Taking a walk after your lunch out in nature is one of the best ways to get natural, good air into your body. If you're in a building all day long, especially if you're in a large industrial building or a building with a lot of different floors, you have this circulated air. And that's very unhealthy over a period of time, especially in the wintertime when you have this forced air keep going through and you're not outside as much. So try and get outside in crisp air. How do you feel when you're out in the open, say in the ocean? How does it you feel when you're at the ocean? You're just breathing that air. There's a lot of ions in the air that are very important. How about when you're up in the mountains, when you're away from all the toxins? So try and get out into nature and get more air into your body so your innate functions of your body can become healthier, and so your innate diet increases as you eat natural foods, have better nerve supply, and better air. The other thing that you can do before you eat to slow down your amping up of your nerve supply is through a thing called peng breathing, where you breathe in through your nose very deeply. You're going to hold it for about 4 seconds and then exhale out your mouth. You take 10 breaths like that, and it takes your amped out feeling of your nervous system off of your what's called your sympathetic, your fight or flight, where you get really tight through the neck and you've been very stressful throughout the day. You're trying to make dinner and trying to get everything going for all the kids, and you're rushing off to work. If you're in that amped out position, you're not going to digest your food properly. So just by taking about 10 deep breaths, it calms down. It kicks your brain into a different state of being. Kicks you into a more of a relaxed state. It kicks into what's called your parasympathetic nervous system, so it brings more nerve supply, blood supply to your organs rather than rushing it out to your extremities. So the way that we position ourselves when we're eating is very important for our posture. If we're sitting in that slump position, we're going to reduce the stomach acids. The way that we prepare ourselves, if you just breathe. And the other thing too is, you know what, you have to be thankful for what you have. And in our household, we don't eat a meal without saying grace and just be thankful for that. And we've gotten away from that in our society. And I think that's sad. Just coming together and just being thankful for the nutrients and literally blessing the foods that we're going to eat. What we found is when we do that in our family is we have a much better appreciation for the food, the meal that we prepared that took some time. We tend to eat slower. We tend to digest the food better when we do that. We tend to enjoy the food better rather than just eating and, you prepare this meal and then you sit in front of a TV, you're in this position, you're amping out, you're just trying to get on to the next thing. In Europe, they spend hours eating. In America, everything fast. Eating in your car on the way to work, eating on your car to lunch, eating at your desk while you're working on a computer, eating in front of a television, some fast food that you threw in. We are creating a very sick society. We have to just innately get back to the way that things, the way that I think God intended it to be. And human beings have kind of screwed up a lot of stuff. So we got to get back to that and look at the timing of it too. Yeah, there's certain timing of the day that you need to eat, but if you're eating way too late, or if you're eating just because it's time, and you're eating a very large meal, and it's just engorging your body and you can't digest it, and then an hour later you're wanting to take a nap and fall asleep, try and eat smaller meals throughout the day so that the timing of your meals, 4, 5, 6 meals throughout the day, very small amounts that are balanced in proteins, your complex carbohydrates. They say you should never eat more than a fistful of grains in a day. And we eat a lot of breads and things that are high in sugars. In fact, your four whites, your white flour, your white rices, your sugar, and your salt are very toxic on your body. They actually increase your sugar in the body, increase the insulin, and your insulin creates more cell aging. It actually causes cell damage. It causes a whole host of problems. And over a period of time, if you do that, your cells become insulin resistant, and we wonder why we have more adult onset diabetes. The foods that we're eating and all the processes that we do.